Good day, I'm Lorraine Mendez and this is your JIS News for Tuesday, September 21. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs says it has engaged the UK government at the technical level following confirmation that the vaccination status of Jamaican nationals is not being recognized in the United Kingdom. In a statement, Portfolio Minister Senator Kamina Johnson-Smith said Jamaican nationals have already been impacted by this development, noting that the matter has also been brought to the attention of CARICOM for action. Minister Johnson-Smith says the matter will be raised again in the upcoming bilateral meeting with the UK at the United Nations General Assembly this week. The Foreign Affairs Minister says it's also understood that in addition to their stoplight system, where Jamaica is given an amber rating, the UK has only recognized the vaccination programs of a few countries. She says the stoplight travel status is due to Jamaica's vaccination numbers, hospitalizations, variants, and related considerations in the country. According to Minister Johnson-Smith, an expanded UK list of programs has already been determined for October, and while the process is relatively new, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs has requested data from the Ministry of Health and Wellness to assist the UK government in the review of Jamaica's vaccination program. Meanwhile, the Ministry of Health and Wellness is urging Jamaicans who have taken the first dose of the AstraZeneca vaccine to take the second and final dose. According to the ministry, persons are not fully vaccinated and will not receive the maximum benefit of taking the AstraZeneca vaccine until they have received the 2 doses. The benefits include a reduction in the risk of severe illness, hospitalization, and/or death from contracting COVID-19. Persons are asked to check their vaccination card and make an appointment at moh.gov.jm or 888-1LOVE. Up to 5 p.m. on September 20, approximately 709,444 doses of COVID-19 vaccines were administered. Of that number, 490,953 were first doses, 196,216 second doses, while 22,275 were the single-dose Johnson & Johnson vaccine. The Ministry of Health is reminding Jamaicans, including those who have been vaccinated, to continue their infection prevention and control measures, namely mask wearing, maintaining physical distance, and frequent hand washing or sanitizing. As of September 20, the island recorded 374 new COVID-19 infections and confirmed 6 deaths, moving the total number of cases to 80,780 and the death toll to 1,800. In other news, the Ministry of Education says it will be continuing its targeted community intervention plan this school year. The aim is to reach students who are not engaged through any of the remote learning modalities.
All our children should be able to have access to the teaching and learning that is being delivered on at least one of the various platforms. Our yard-by-yard or door-to-door visits by our intervention officers will ensure that no child falls through the system.
Minister Williams says the intervention was successfully rolled out last year and the ministry was able to connect with 2,300 students. Teachers and guidance counselors were sent out into communities to reach students and engage with them in small groups of 5 for 1.5 hours, 3 days per week. Prime Minister Andrew Holness handed over 40 tablets and a printer to the Haile Selassie High School to help in bringing more students into the online space. The tablets are a donation from the diaspora in New York, while the printer is from the Prime Minister's Positive Jamaica Foundation. Mr. Holness says the devices will assist with online teaching and learning as well as reduce the cost of outsourced printing by the school.
I hope that this will help you in printing your worksheets and other material to distribute to your students.
The handover took place on Friday during the Prime Minister's vaccine mobilization and public education campaign in Caribbean Palms. Minister of Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade Senator Kamina Johnson-Smith says public education is critical to understanding the terms of sexual harassment as the country seeks to approve and implement the bill. Opening the debate on Friday in the Senate, she said many people who do not fully understand the term often equate it to flirtation. She further explained that the legislation is not about emasculating men or removing the ability to flirt or start new relationships.
It won't stop women who like to flirt from flirting, and it won't stop women who like you from giving you the signal so you know you can make a move. It is about the ones who don't want it. Quite simply do not. It is about knowing that if you are in a workplace or an institution for a purpose or seeking quiet accommodation, enjoyment of your accommodation, you will be protected against unwanted sexual advances.
Senator Johnson Smith says figures from the pilot Women's Health Survey 2016 indicated that 24% of Jamaican women reported being sexually harassed during their lifetime. This, she says, represents 1 in 4 women who report, stating that the figure is likely higher considering unreported cases.
Where the data exists, however, the evidence is clear that exposure to sexual harassment leads to physical, physiological, and professional consequences for individuals. Anger, stress, feelings of powerlessness, degradation, depression, anxiety, and increased alcohol use are all among the outcomes documented of sexual harassment.
The Sexual Harassment Protection and Prevention Bill contains provisions for dealing with sexual harassment in the workplace, schools, correctional institutions, places of safety, nursing homes, medical and psychiatric facilities, among other places. The debate in the Senate on the Sexual Harassment Protection and Prevention Act will continue on October 1. And finally, Minister of Housing and Urban Renewal Pernell Charles Jr. says government is working on a long-term solution for the flooding challenge in Halls Hall, Clarendon. Residents of the area were severely impacted by the recent heavy rains. While touring the area recently, Minister Charles said his ministry is seeking to create a sustainable solution for the community. A long-term plan is being worked on. However, in the interim, a short-term solution is being explored, which could possibly include expanding the drainage in the area and connecting it to the main.
The second proposal that has been made is for the relocation of some of the units here and excavation of this area, so it becomes a larger, natural soak away.
Minister Charles says the measures are being undertaken in collaboration with the Clarendon Municipal Corporation and the National Works Agency. And that's it for JIS News today. I'm Lorraine Mendez. Thanks for watching.